You don't need thousands of views. You don't need a larger than life personality. You just need one or two videos that land in front of the exact right person who wants to do business with you. One serious person who says, I've been watching all of your videos. I feel like I know you, and they want to hire you to represent them in a real estate transaction. This phone call, the first time somebody calls you and says that, will change your life forever. I know it did mine. And it's not luck. It's totally repeatable. So I want to share with you how you can start using YouTube funnels to change your entire business lead acquisition strategy. I got a terrible cold, you guys. You like my coffee mug? It's actually tea this time. If you've been following me, you've heard me tell the story a million times, but I will never forget how it felt when I had been making videos for, it took about a year and a half. I didn't know what I was doing. My videos were awful. I had no consistency. They were terrible. But eventually somebody called me and said, oh my gosh, I can't believe you answered the phone. I thought you would be so busy. You'd have a staff that someone would be answering the phone. I've watched all of your videos. I feel like I know you already. My wife and I are selling our house in New York. We are moving to Georgia. We want you to help us. And we talked for a good half an hour. He told me everything, their motivation, when, their budget, what they needed, what they wanted, their kids' names, their dogs' names. Like, they told me everything. This was a total stranger who picked me off of the internet from crappy YouTube videos. So then I thought, okay, the videos were really, really bad. And I wasn't consistent and I didn't really know what to do. What if I actually tried? What if I put a little more effort into it and I was consistent, but I tried to be better on camera and have more camera presence and talk about things that I knew would be important to them? What would happen if I tried? Well, my business exploded in 12 months. That's what happened when I tried. Within 90 days of saying I was going to make one video a week, I got my first come list me ever. My next lead was also a come list me. Then I started getting leads more frequently. And by the 12-month mark, I went to my broker and said, I'm so swamped. What do I do? And she said, you need help. You got to hire some people. And I started forming a team, eventually ended up with 9 agents in multiple states and multiple markets. And almost all of our business was coming from free YouTube videos. So don't tell me that it's not possible and that you can't do it, because yes, you can. And I'm here to convince you that you can. Now, the reason why I believe it so strongly was because I had proof. I made crappy videos. Half the time I wasn't on camera. When I was, they were cheesy. I was very self-promotional, like, hey, you should hire me because I'm the most amazing real estate agent in town. Like all of the stuff that now I tell my coaching students, don't say that, don't say that. But of course I said it all at the beginning because I didn't know any better. And it took a very, very long time, but I still got a lead from it. So after that phone call, it was like, oh, the epiphany where now I had proof that this would work. So it was no longer, is this going to work? Is it not? I've wasted a year and a half of my life making all of these videos that nobody has, like, I've gotten a couple of likes and a couple of comments, but no clients from them. Am I totally wasting my time? Now I had proof. I had proof because somebody called me and said, I want you to represent me when we buy this house. I have a private community for all of my coaching students, and I love it when they share their wins in the group. They say, oh my gosh, I just got my first phone call from YouTube. Oh my gosh, I don't want to jinx it. But one of my students texted me yesterday and said, I got a lead from YouTube and I officially have put my largest transaction ever under contract. We're going to knock wood because I don't want to jinx it for her. It will be the biggest commission check of her life. This is a multi-million-dollar house that came from a YouTube video. And the cool part is that most of the agents in my coaching group are middle-aged and older. So it's not like everybody is young and skinny and gorgeous and perfect. We're not using filters. On YouTube, there are no filters. It's not like Instagram where you can make a reel and you can have a filter and try to airbrush yourself and make yourself look 20 years younger or put kitty cat ears. Like, I will never understand. What is the point? Don't get me started. There is none of that on YouTube. We are being our authentic selves on video. We are just like this, face to camera, talking to the person who wants to sell their house, who wants to buy a house, who has questions. They're on Google and YouTube searching for answers. They come across our videos and they go, oh, that was great. That totally answered my question. What else does she have? And then they go to your channel and they watch more of your videos and they binge watch. They get to know you. They start to like you. They start to trust you. And when it's time to pull the trigger, that you are the one that they call because they've watched all of your videos and they like you. They feel like they know you already. You've earned their trust just by showing up on camera over and over and over again. It's the greatest business model I have ever had in 20 years of being a licensed realtor. I got my license in 2005, just hit my 20-year anniversary. Back during the financial crash, 2007, 8, 9, 10, all I did was REO listings. And that was great because every morning I would wake up and I had emails that said, here's your new listing. But I also had to pay a very hefty referral fee to the bank that owned the property. So even though I sold 72 transactions in 2008, I was not nearly as profitable as I could have been because my average referral fee was 28%, we'll say. So 78 deals with a 28% referral fee, like that's a lot of money that you're giving away. With YouTube, there are no referral fees unless you get a referral from another agent who says, my client is moving to your area and we've been watching your YouTube videos. I want to send you a referral. By all means, please do. I will happily pay you a referral fee. But that's not 100% of my business. That is a very small percentage of my business. I get plenty of leads from other agents, which is amazing. But most of the leads are the people actually doing the transaction, and there is no referral fee involved. So here's what I want you to know. You don't have to buy leads anymore. You could start a YouTube channel. You could just decide that you're going to make videos that are very raw and unscripted. This video right here, I have bullet points as notes so that I don't go too far off track and I don't forget what I want to say. But I didn't write a big script. There's no editing. The only editing I will do in this video is to take out major mistakes. I am making videos for real estate agents, and I have a very targeted ideal client avatar. And if you're watching this video, you're probably it, which is why it is showing up on your YouTube homepage or it's being recommended to you by YouTube. So tell me in the comments, like, where in the world are you located? And if you want to give me like your general age bracket and how long you've been in business, I would love to hear that because I know exactly who my ideal client avatar is. And I'm curious to see if you fit the bill. When you make videos for your ideal client avatar, that starts to work too. Are you working with, in my case, it was first-time buyers who are in the military, who are being transferred to Savannah to be stationed at Hunter Army Airfield. They don't want to live in base housing. They want to buy their very first house, but they're freaked out because they're in the Army or the Air Force. They don't make a ton of money and they've never bought a house before. They have a million questions. That was my ideal client avatar. And even though I got listings and even though I got people that were just retiring to Savannah, the vast majority of my clients were first-time buyers in the military. So 2 agents on my team were my clients. One was in upstate New York and the other one was in South Korea. They found me from my YouTube channel. I sold them houses. They decided to get their real estate licenses and then they joined my team. So I can tell you that this works over and over and over again if you are very specific with who am I talking to with my YouTube channel, not anyone that wants to buy or sell or rent or invest in any kind of real estate in the entire geographic area that I cover. That is too broad and it's not going to work. You're going to waste a whole lot of time making videos that don't get you anything. And then you're going to be mad and tell me that it doesn't work. And I'm going to say, no, it didn't work because you refused to niche down. You've got to have a niche, a unique value proposition for your channel that is not just, I work with everyone. Of course we work with everyone, but that's not the marketing message you want to give with your channel. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how much you weigh. This works for everybody. as long as you're doing it the right way. Now, in this video right here, I said, I challenge you to make YouTube videos for 90 days. I want you to go watch that video. I'm going to give you the strategy to getting this all up and running because I know that it can change your business for the better sooner than you think.